from?
Little Rock, Arkansas. Coffee. Milo Coffee Co. Almost. It came like that.
I can't believe they served it like that. We're headed to the Buffalo River. We normally try to do this trip every year. We were gonna go last week. Weather was a little warm. It's perfect weather. Water's perfect. And we're gonna head to the Buffalo Outdoor Center and get us a nice sandwich before we hit the water. And then we're gonna grab
so good.
We always try to make this stop. It's a good break in the trip, and sandwiches are off the chain. We really enjoy it. You can see the bluffs behind you. We're just gonna put the canoe in, check the water first. So we'll head down to the water and just check it, make sure, we're not going in blind. All right, so it just rained a few days ago, and as you can see, it's pretty aggressive. So what we're gonna do is walk down, just kind of make sure that we are gonna take the right line, because it's just funny. We will have packed everything in, and it's not gonna be a super casual shoot right from the very get-go. So we're gonna walk down and just kind of get a game plan first. And then it kind of chills out towards the end.
I'm scared.
Are you nervous?
Good?
Give us a thumbs up. We had to embark on quite a few rapids before we could bust the camera out. Because it just rained, it is getting kind of crazy in here. And with our sweet baby Angel with us, she's kind of like rocking it back and forth a little bit. But big thing is we're learning how to paddle a little bit too. Big thing when you paddle, guys, make sure that you have all the way to the very top of that paddle is in the water almost all the time. So you don't want to paddle with half of your paddle in there, because that's when you can kind of get into trouble a little bit. And then just make sure your hand or your fist is over top of your paddle when you dig into the water. Stay tuned. You're not much of a paddler, are you? All right, so it has been, fairly aggressive to the point where I can't whip the camera out a ton, so that's why you're just seeing bits and pieces. But anyway, we're searching for a camp spot. Ideally, we'd love to have, a bluff, but, a certain amount of bluffs available to camp by, because you don't want to camp in the middle of the river, because this particular river, the Buffalo, if it gets just even a little bit of rain, that water's going to rise a little bit. So we don't want that in the tent. Anyway, we're hungry, thirsty, ready to set up camp and relax. And when we get there, we're going to mess with some gear and just set up camp and stuff and have a good time. So,
We pulled over last minute at the spot we're in, which is really nice. But there was a big storm incoming, thunder, dark clouds, and it ended up opening up on us right as James got this little setup.
Yeah, so we pulled over a little bit late, maybe. Probably could have done a little sooner, but good thing we have kind of like this vestibule plus the Hillberg tent. It's not ideal when you camp on the Buffalo, just because of like the sand and the sandbars and things like that, but we are on some high ground. We got up as quick as possible. Weather should be good tonight. Things are just kind of sandy, and we'll just clean the tent and all the stuff and get sand out of everything when we get home. But man, we're about to eat. Gotta have the thermocell at all times. All right, we got some freeze-dried food that we really like. So here's the river, boom, canoe, and then this is kind of what we set up as quick as we could. Use the canoes, and we just got rocks and stuff, just kind of make sure there's tension on everything. But yeah, man, we're about to hang out and relax and float the rest of the river tomorrow. We're doing Kyle's Landing to Pruitt. Water's been awesome. Only hit the bottom a couple times, but nowhere near like we did last year, so we're pumped about it. All right, I've got the Ollie Camp stove. I actually bought this one because of the boil time on it was significantly faster than a lot of these other ones. I do like that it's bigger and I can fit my gas inside of it and things like that. That's just always convenient. MSR Pocket Rocket, super small, always works. I haven't really used it, this or this specific gas. I think this is it's a mix. I haven't been into like super cold and high altitude, so this has been really great and super easy to set up. I just use this here, this small like kind of tripod looking deal. You just hook it into this smaller section, and then from there, now it's all hooked up and ready to go. Get set up, and both of these meals, what it looks like is, let's see, 1.5 cups, 1 1/3 cup. I might just cook Tasia's first, and then we'll do mine. Close it up. I like to kind of like slosh around a little bit. I'll just use the bag basically. So, tell everybody why you like to have a braid before bed.
It makes my hair nice and curly in the morning, and it's more comfortable than sleeping in a ponytail. I have a wonderful husband, my hairstylist.
It's gonna look good. Tasia was kind of leaning towards the sun, so when she leaned towards the sun, the braid kind of got off. She was like leaning this way, but we're making it work. Dark chocolate cheesecake mix. What would you call it? Pudding?
Like, yeah, sludge or...
It's just like sludge or pudding. Phenomenal though. Anything chocolate right before bed would be great.
She's like, what am I, a show pony?
We slept a total of probably 2 hours. Our favorite part of the morning is finally here, and we'd like to do coffee. We can't survive without that. So a company we really like is Roast House. They do phenomenal instant coffee because we don't really like the Starbucks, just stir in gross stuff. We like this is actually third wave instant coffee, and it does phenomenal. So you got a spoon?
Yeah. Good.
Where? All right, leg 2. Here we go. Tasia's gonna paddle us the whole way. We got some decent caves coming up.
I can see why like people who don't have any experience with like canoeing or kayaking would have trouble.
Yep. So we just took on a pretty nasty rapid. We just picked the wrong chute. It's good right before you get there to stand up in the canoe and just kind of overlook it and pick a line, and we picked the wrong line. Water came in the canoe. It was kind of nasty. Yeah, we were backwards. But luckily we didn't like sink and swim. But this Yeti Go Box, literally airtight. I forgot to tie it down, so, and it was just floating downriver, so we went and got it. But nice little adrenaline dump right at the right before 9 o'clock. Everything's kind of chill now. We'll probably have some more of those, but we're just hanging. We're gonna eat lunch soon. One of the coolest parts about this float is just the bluffs everywhere, man. The upper part of the Buffalo has The upper has a lot more, but and then there's going to be some on that lower part of the Buffalo as well, but the upper part is just going to have some more aggressive country. And then the sucky part about it is you do need a lot of good water to float it. But man, these places right here, you just think of how long this has been here and just who's been here before you. I think that's really cool. All right, we're getting close to being done. Sometimes I'll stand up when I'm trying to pick a certain chute to go down. I don't stay standing up, but if I stand up, I can just see, which lane to take when you go through some fast water over some falls. So sometimes when I get up tall, I'm able to kind of get a better bird's eye view of where we should go. That has been a lifesaver right there in the back. But yeah, we should be close to getting finished and taking out at Pruitt, but it's been fun. Oakley's about to fall asleep. You tired, Oakley? Oakley. All right, that concludes our trip. Where are we? The Low Gap Cafe.
Low Gap Cafe.
Yep.
Fueling up.
We are. There's nothing like just some greasy, awesome, dense food right after a float. So, appreciate y'all hanging out with us. We'll do some more later. This was a good trip. What you think? That was amazing. Look at how absolutely amazing this looks. Oh my gosh.